That's okay. Hey, over the farm. Good evening. Hi, guys. Welcome back to our channel. D, I can see you gossiping me behind me. You said I'm having too much fun, and I've forgotten my fans. Like I can never do that. D, I thought you trust me. Eh? You don't trust me? I've been trying to sort out the setup. You know, I've never streamed from abroad before. Never. I always just do the stream when I'm in the UK, and I do vlogs usually when I travel. When I come to Nigeria, you know, I just I vlog. So yeah, if I'm late, it's because I'm trying to set up. I was trying to set up, so apologies for that. I didn't forget you guys. D, I did not forget, but I'm having a good time though. So I hear you. I am having a good time. I'm in Nigeria and having such an amazing time. But I've not forgotten you guys. You know, welcome everybody. How you doing? I wish you can see me now. If you guys can see me, you will know that I've collected enough sunshine. The sun has been amazing, and everybody in the UK keeps telling me how cold it's been. Can you guys hear me? I don't have my setup here, so I'm even using a borrowed laptop. So if the audio is not quite as clear as it should be, my apologies. At least I thought I ain't bad, right? So I'm not a manager like that. I love Nigeria so much, Gentwood. Why would I not love Nigeria? Nigeria is my country. Nigeria is my country. I have fun in Nigeria. I have fun. I enjoy myself. I eat fresh organic food. There's no cold in Nigeria. Uzo, you wait till I start posting my vlogs. You will see what I mean. You will see what I mean. How are you guys doing? I hope you are well. Good evening, everybody. The audio is clear and good. Tofumi Oshejari. Thank you very much, my darling. So I want us to have a conversation tonight, right? This is going to be a conversation because I did put it on, and I said I wanted to talk about this, and I want to hear people's opinion about it because, you know, when we talk about domestic violence, we're always talking. We usually look at it from a perspective of women. Yeah. But it's not like I didn't know that men too have their own experiences, and some men are victims as well. But I've had some stories recently that have just blown my mind. Like literally blow my mind. Some stories I've heard recently, and I'm still trying to talk to one of the gentlemen to see if I can get him to come and share, because I said, you know what, this is how this platform works. We believe that, you know, lived experiences are the best. It's better for you to come and share. When a woman comes here to share, we never doubt, we don't question, we just support. Okay? And so I want to believe that we are decent enough to be able to do the same thing and, you know, share the same grace to brothers as well. So, yeah. That's what I really want to believe. I want to believe that we are very open-minded people. We are learned people. We are people who understand that life is not usually black and white. There are 50 shades of gray. And so I don't want, I know usually we don't really talk about looking at domestic violence from the man's perspective because men don't talk. And that's one of the problems. That is one of the major problems. Men will not come out to talk when a woman is going through a lot. Some women don't talk, but majority of women do talk. They will come out when something is going on. They will tell the whole world. They will tell their friends. They will tell their family. They will go online and call. Some of them who, they've gotten to a point where, they really don't care, will go online and call out their ex-spouses. Okay? So, tonight, like I said, there are some stories that I recently heard that I'm just trying to see if I can get one of the gentlemen to come forward and share, because I did say to him, I said yes, because it was like men suffer too. I say yes, I understand that men suffer too, but one of the problems is that men don't talk. They won't come out. I don't know why, but I think it is time for us to have these conversations, because I don't think that all men, it's not like all men are bad, all women are angels, all women are bad, and all men are angels. It's about human beings. Human beings are complicated. Relationships are even more complicated and, full of stress. They are really, really full of stress. So I'm encouraging brothers to come forward and please share their own experience. So I stand for the truth. I stand for honesty. And as long as you are not fabricating your story, that you are telling the truth, then that's absolutely fine. My platform is open to everyone. So if you're out there and you're listening to this, I encourage you, please come and tell your story. I think we've had like a few brothers that have come here to tell their stories. One young man came a few years ago and told us the story. It's not about blaming. When we share this story, it's almost like safeguarding. The way we do safeguarding in my profession is not usually to blame people that you did this wrong, you did this wrong. It's about learning. It's looking at something that happened and a terrible thing happens. Usually somebody has passed away or somebody has been unalived. So we talk about it and we're like, okay, what could, people do differently? What are the lessons? And then it also not just helps the person, it also helps, people that are going to watch it that might be going through similar things. So I'm just going to talk, I'm just going to talk broadly tonight because we don't have someone sharing. So the main thing around, what I've been hearing about men also being victims of DV is around the issue of property. It's around the issue of property. Are women, some of our gender, going to tell lies to the Olokpa? You know how Obodo it's Iluofin is a land of law and order. You call 999, 911, the police is in your door. Even if you don't give them your address, 5 minutes they are there. Yeah. So what I'm hearing now, which is quite sad, to be honest. I can't say I haven't heard these stories before. I have heard them before. But it seems like increasingly, because of, women tend to be more believable when it comes to the issue of DV, men are usually victimized, men are usually perpetrator in most cases, to be honest. Statistically, everywhere in the world, because remember, we always talk about how DV is about abuse, it's about power and control. See, how are you? See, I'm streaming. You can't even blame me now. I'm in Nigeria and I'm streaming. How cool is that? Oh. Patsy said Queen Kamala had the stats on the documentary she did recently. It's about a quarter of men to the women suffering from DV in the UK. Yeah. Women suffer more, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, but again, this quarter of men, let's take the UK for an example. If it's a quarter of men out of 100, their stories are also very valid. We need to recognize that. I think that's very, very important. Because again, for us that are Africans, Nigerians especially, we come from a culture where men are taught to be strong, to be masculine. The way we measure masculinity is for you to be quiet. Don't say anything. You're a man. A man is not supposed to cry. A man is not supposed to show emotions. A man is not supposed to show any feelings. Whatever life throws at you, just take it because you are a man. But now we are more enlightened, we are more exposed, we are educated, and so we know that's quite toxic. And that's why we are now teaching our children to be more in tune with their feelings. It's okay for a man to cry. There's nowhere it's written. I mean, somebody said that if God didn't want men to cry, he would not put tear ducts in their eyes. He would have only given women the tears and removed tears from a man's body. But because men still have the tear ducts and they can, it means that it is okay. So, it is all about the way men are socialized from an African background, from the perspective. Vivi said, property, and as well, there's a lot of women that don't contribute towards finances at home and expect the man to carry the entire load. It's very, very unfair and causes a lot of stress and anxiety. So, it's all about property we are hearing. I heard a story about someone that was calling the police and telling the police that her husband was putting his hands on her, hitting her head on the wall and all that, but there was no evidence. Tisi, what are you trying to say? You think Nigeria is a bush country like Uganda? What do you mean that Wi-Fi is working in Nigeria? Sisi, don't let me. You know you are coming to Nigeria as a wife. Don't let me find you before you become a wife. Are you calling Nigeria a village where the Wi-Fi doesn't work? Are you for real? What's T-Pain Wi-Fi is working? Of course, Wi-Fi works in Nigeria. There are so many platforms that stream live from Nigeria. What do you think they use? They use a UK Wi-Fi. Abby, is UK Wi-Fi they're using? Sisi, why Jegba? You collect cane from your Nigerian mother-in-law. Of course, a lot of Nigerians. There are all the churches in Nigeria that are streaming prayers every morning. Where do you think they get the Wi-Fi from? The ones that stream their services on Sundays. Of course, they have Wi-Fi that works in Nigeria. I just never tried it because I'm always so focused. I'm focused on my enjoyment when I'm in Nigeria, so I don't have time. I'm too focused on enjoyment when I'm here. That's why. Okay, so let's get to this very quickly. Okay, and I want you to join this conversation because I'm not going to be long because I'm tired. I've had a very long day of enjoyment. So if you want to say something, just jump right in. So the stories I'm hearing is all around the issue of property. So a man buys a property. This is not this is not fiction. This is a real life story. A man buys a house in the abroad, meets a woman, he's working, paying the bills, paying his mortgage and everything, meets a woman he likes, marries her, even gives her papers. But along the line, they start having problems. After having children, they start having problems and everything. And before you know it, the woman, for whatever reason, wants that property. She wants to take that property. And so, due to, I don't know where they are getting advice for, or maybe because the man has done something that hurt them, because I don't believe that, it is normal. But people get hurt, and sometimes, you know what they say? Hurt people. Maybe they have some grudges that maybe the man has hurt them, they've done something to them or whatever, and then they start taking advice. You know what? You can deal with him. Because they know usually when the police comes to the house, let's be honest, who are they going to send out of the house is the man. They never send the woman out. It doesn't matter who is the abusive partner. It's always the man. They will say, you have to leave the house. Because, again, women are more vulnerable. And the children, where children are involved, the women are the primary caregiver. Please give us a thumbs up, guys. Guys, please give us a thumbs up as you are jumping into the studio. We are talking about how, somebody said that Queen Camilla did a study in the UK. A quarter of men are also suffering from DV. And I'm saying that most of this story, we don't talk about it. They are usually on edge. They are lost. And everybody deserves a voice. Okay? Everybody deserves a voice. And if you're just joining us, I'm talking about how, again, for us as Africans, especially Nigerians, the root cause of all these problems, when couples start having issues in the abroad, is around property. Is always around property. At least these stories that I'm telling you. In fact, this uncle that wrote to me from the US, I'm still talking to him to see if I can get him to come to the show. His own story is so bad. And when somebody is talking to you with evidence, supporting the information that they are giving you with evidence, and it seems like it's all about, this. And I'm not saying that all women do this, but because we know majority of women suffer from DV more than men. However, I think because of the narrative in the abroad, the stereotypes around, calling the police, they will come to your house, they tell the man to leave, Unfortunately, a few women are taking advantage of that. That is what they are taking advantage of that. And again, it's all about the house. It's always the man that is sent out of the house. And now, although we know obodooyinbo police are not like African police, so they always do their investigation. They will, and that's why I'm glad to say that the men have spoken to me said that, in both cases, they were exonerated. Because there was no evidence. This particular man said to me that this woman called the police for him 3 times. But the police came. There was no mark on her body. There was no evidence. They even interviewed the children. Abroad police. It's not, they don't take hearsay. They need the concrete evidence. They will now interview the children. What have you seen daddy do? What is happening? How is mommy? Is daddy putting hands on mommy and all that? And the children will say, no, they've never seen it. So I'm wondering, why would a woman get to that point? What would drive a woman? There's no justification because that's what the Yoruba say. I don't believe that no matter what happened, for a relationship that you've been in, you've loved this person, you literally built a life together. You have children together. You've done things together. Somebody you loved. Why would you be telling lies against that person? Why? Why would a woman be telling lies to the police that the husband is putting hands on her just because she wants the house? So, in this particular case, they investigated, and the UK police told the man that she's lying. And I like the abroad police because usually they are trained. They know. When somebody is lying, they know. They will know. And he told me categorically that one of the police told him and said, my brother, I've seen this happen many times. It's because of this house. If I were you, I would advise you to leave this house. Because it's like she's after this house. I don't know, maybe women feel like, vindictive women. Some of our gender, when they are vindictive and they feel that, a man has not treated them well or they've hurt them or whatever reason, they feel like, the way I can deal with you is to take your property or our property that we own together. But in this situation, I'm even talking about the man bought the property before he even got married. And then I try to put myself in the position of those men. If you are a woman, you bought a house, you married a man from Nigeria or from wherever in the UK or US, and then you have issues. They tell you that the house now belongs to your husband. I've seen that before. I've seen a case like that before where the woman bought the properties and she bought like 2-3 properties and put in the man's name. When the marriage fell apart, they lost everything. He couldn't even maintain the mortgage anyway. But it can drive somebody to do things that they will ordinarily not do. It can make some people cannot handle it because they will feel like I have this property before I married you. I bought my house, I married you and brought you into my house. So because we live abroad now, you want to take my house. That kind of a thing. You guys, are you getting me? Sissy said, my advice is, if you don't want to divide your properties, don't come to the UK. Go to America or a country where prenup can be enforced so you can secure your assets that you have before marriage. Yeah. It's easier said than done, my dear. Shadrach said, yes, it is the default to send the man out of the house. Some women have no conscience. Please have something back home to fall back on. Wow. Vivi said, I know a man that died in the UK from high blood pressure issue. Is it the same person? Because I've heard this story as well. Good girl. The wife would never contribute towards anything. Yes, she works. They have kids too. Everything. Pata was on the man. But that's how he died. So, there was another incident. And this time around, this is somebody that I know. I did talk to him. I begged him to come on my platform. And I wasn't willing for us to support him. But it does something to a man's ego. It does something to their pride, especially a Nigerian man. Nigerian men have very big egos. Imagine somebody that has a house, okay? Let's say he has like a 2-bedroom flat that he's been living in. Married this girl from Nigeria, brought her, he's been living there, they have children, now they have issues. Yeah, they have issues. And then at the end of the day, when, he was sent out of the house, he was basically homeless. I've seen it happen so many times. Some men, when they send them out of their house, they don't know what to do. They are confused. Some of them, if they have money, they will run back to Nigeria. This guy, when I saw him, he was broken. You know what it means for a grown man? I'm talking of a man that is above 50 years old. He was broken. He said, Bree, I don't know where I'm going to start from. Where am I going to start from? Like, this is the only thing I have. Of course, he has a house in Nigeria, but what is house in Nigeria? You need to have somewhere to live in the UK. Is house in Nigeria going to pay rent? You can't use the money from the house in Nigeria to do anything in Nigeria. In fact, if you have a property in Nigeria, the money has to stay in Nigeria. With the exchange rates now, are you going to convert Naira to pounds? Are you mad? You lose money. It doesn't make sense. So no matter what you are getting, it's very difficult. He was living with family, friends. Eventually, he now went and rented a room. He now went and rented a room. Eventually, when they sold the property, he called me and told me what happened. He said that the court granted him 20% and gave his wife 80%. Yes, that's what happened. They gave his wife 80%. And with that 80%, guess what? Because she has a good paying job, she added money to it and bought a massive house. As I'm talking to you now, this guy can still not even rent a flat. He's still sharing a flat. I mean, I try to put myself in people's position. Where is he going to start? I mean, where does it start from? How do you start saving money for mortgage at that age? You know, everything in Obodooyinbo is done by age. You can easily get a mortgage when you are in your 20s, when you are in your 30s, because they will spread out the mortgage payments. But when you are in your 50, they are looking at your retirement. You're going to retire in 10, 15 years. Which bank is going to give you mortgage? Even if they give you a mortgage, they will tell you to put 50% of that mortgage down. 20%, 30% or 20%. Where would you, if it's a house of 250,000 or 300,000, you are looking at putting down a sum of maybe 60, 70,000 pounds. How many of us have 70,000 pounds cash to put down for deposits? When you are not a Nigerian politician that is stealing money. So these are the issues. Yeah, Uzo said, another thing is that if you buy a property and your partner is not contributing to the mortgage, but pays utility, my dear, we'll go share the property together. Yeah. The UK law, as far as I know, is anything you buy, anything you own within the marriage belongs to both of you, whether they contributed or not, even if it's one person. Even if it's one person. So, this group of men, unfortunately, that falls into this category, and I'm not saying that it's all women that are doing this, but some of our gender, when they feel a certain kind of way towards somebody, they don't mind they will want to, they will go, you know how they say that hair has no fury, like a woman's scorned. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I mean. So I'm just saying that it is time for us to start hearing those stories, because it does happen. The percentage is lower when it comes to DV for men, but men are also suffering from women, especially telling, you know, doctoring the story to favor them, and all because of property. See, all the stories I have, 1, 2, 3, the one that happened to the man that I know, 2 of the men that I know, and the one that emailed me, the man that emailed it from the US, is all around property. Is all around property. We want to take the house. He's going to take the house. He's going to take the house. So yeah, it is what it is. The laws, you know, will take into consideration everything that you own within the marriage. You know, property that is acquired. They will look at the situation. How much are you earning? How much is she earning? The children, who is going to be catering for the children? And most times they will give more. You know, one of the gentlemen told me that the court, at the end of the day, even though the ex-wife lied so much on him, and I'm saying, why? You know, I struggle to be, you know, sometimes you think everybody has your heart. Me, I have that failure of always seeing people from the way I would do things. I think everybody behaves like that. But some people are wicked. Some people are very mean. They don't care. They want to ruin you completely. It's not everybody that has your kind of mind. If you have empathy, you're somebody that is kind to people, that you feel like, what did you bring into this world? The Bible says it's all vanity, vanity upon vanity. We didn't bring anything. We're not going to take anything. So why would you want to do this? But some of our people are not like that, though. They want to see you end. Gentle said an uncle of mine left his house worth over £1 million for his toxic wife. He had a second property he rented and moved in there when the marriage collapsed. She even wanted his property in the village. Yes. Gentlewood, you know what? You have a point there. This uncle also told me that, you know, this woman went to court and told the judge that the man has property in Nigeria. He was also trying to claim the property in Nigeria after taking the property that's almost worth £600,000 in the UK. He won the one in Nigeria again. I said, let us fear God, though. Let us fear God. Because me, I don't understand the mind that some people have. Koyemi. I don't understand. Let us fear God. So now, most times when those men leave the houses, and that's why, brothers, I always appeal to you, do your best to make your marriage work abroad. When a marriage breaks abroad, it doesn't favor men. It doesn't. It doesn't favor you. You will lose so much. So always do your best to make your marriage work. But I know that it takes two to tango. Some brothers will tell you that they've done everything, but the woman is not interested in the marriage anymore. She's frustrating them. They are not happy. You know, they are sad. One man told me that when he's going home, his mind will be making jiggy, 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 jiggy. He doesn't have peace of mind. And you know, that's what usually on life, you want to alive a man very quick. A man would buy very quick if you don't have peace of mind. So these are the issues. These are some of the issues. Jay, what did you say? Let me see what you said, Jay. Jay said, my friend is divorced and left her with a huge mortgage and haven't paid a dime since he left. But according to the courts, he will get half of proceeds if sold. He went on to buy another property. Yeah. So again, for the ones who don't pay, if they don't pay and you end up paying, you will still get half. That's why it's very good for you to go and get advice from, you know, people that can advise you about the money thing, to know which one is good for you. Yeah. Unfortunately, this story I'm telling you is as bad as it gets. It's like the woman is out to finish him. And I'm wondering, what did you do? What did you do? She said, I cheated. Did you cheat? I didn't cheat. I don't know whether I cheated or not. A lot of Nigerian men cheat, but I don't know. Did she catch you? No, she didn't catch you. But even if you cheated, it's not enough now. Yoruba ni tabanja bika kuko. If we are fighting, it's not for us to buy each other. You have children with this person. And another story that I know, this one is very close to my heart. They were divorcing and the fight started again. Again, it's always about property. Always. Is the most, like, the fight around property during divorce, is so toxic. People literally want to buy one another over these issues. They were fighting property, who will stay, this. Eventually the man left the house. She was in the property, and now it was the man that filed for divorce, right? In this case, now they want to sell the property. The court said, okay, sell the house then, so that you can share it 50-50. Ladies and gentlemen, this story is so sad. The man left the house. They were in the process of divorcing. The court said, sell the property. Before they could finalize the sales of the property, this woman had a stroke. Chai. She had a stroke, a woman that is less than 50 years old. As I'm talking to you now, that woman has been in rehab for over 1 year. She cannot walk. She cannot speak. That same house that was causing wahala because they have children now, the man that left had to come back because somebody has to care for the children. And I said, is it worth it? Was it worth it? So I usually advise, but fam, please give us a thumbs up if you are watching this. All this, we will kill each other, we will fight until this. I don't advise anybody to do it. Is this world we met all these things? We are still going to. I've not seen anybody that will delete and they are burying them. One man, a Yoruba man. I saw the funeral of a Yoruba man some years before the pandemic, and this man likes Bentley. That's his favorite car. He had about 10 Bentley. He buys it, every latest one he will buy. During his funeral, they lined everything up. My brothers and sisters, gentlemen of the Obodoyibo, they didn't put one Bentley on the ground when they were burying this uncle. One Bentley did not enter ground. It's only him they put in his 6-foot box, and they covered him. It's other people that drive those Bentleys. As some of you may know, the man is a very popular Yoruba man. The man was so fancy. He had every range of Bentley, and I'm talking about customized Bentleys that are, personalized plates, everything. They lined all of them out during the funeral, like this.
Come and see him off.
To see him off. The Bentley came to say goodbye. What am I saying? We met it in this world. We will leave it in this world. You can't take it with you when you are gone. So why are you? You can't take it with you when you are gone, my people. So yeah, is it worth it? No, it's not. So my advice to you women, please, whatever you are going through, I know a lot of people going through DV or whatever, or men too. We are talking about men. Please, it's never that serious. Don't say we must buy each other. This, that. Mi ò ní gbà, mi ò ní gbọ́. Nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀, whatever. This is what is making people in the US. Those ones, they could get plenty iron when they say they on life people up and down. Let's please. It's never that deep. It's never that deep. Ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Let us try to be considerate and think about, other things like, this that you loved at some point. This is somebody that you shared a life with at some point. You love this person and you said, I love you at some point. If you didn't love each other, I'm sure you will not have married. So, kilowatt day, why? I know some women will not, it's not all women are like that, but a few of our gender. Yeah, they will want to see the end of that man and say, it's me that will see your end. And I'm wondering why. It's never that deep. It's never that deep. Ogodo fam, please give us a thumbs up. Okay.
Hello guys, so these are what we have in stock. Hello guys, so these are what we have in stock. So send us a DM to place your orders. So we have the kilishi in two, one very spicy one, the other one mild. We've got beautiful, crunchy, delicious peanuts. We've got oporo crayfish, the big ones. And we've got the small crayfish in 500-gram bags. And then we have the big 1 kg bag. And also the big 1 kg bag in of the oporo crayfish. So send us a DM, guys. We do free delivery on orders over £100. Standard delivery is $4.99. Send your orders through Tammy's African Food Stall. Follow us on Instagram, like, comment. Thank you so much.
So that is Tammy's African Food Store. Tammy is one of Obodo Farm. She has a food store. And they're on Instagram. It's called Tammy African Food Store. If you live in London or anywhere in the UK, they do delivery and they are offering free delivery for any orders over £100. Please check them out on Instagram or take the phone number down and send them a message on WhatsApp.
Hello guys, so these are what we have in stock. So send us a DM to place your orders. So we have the kilishi in two, one very spicy one, the other one mild. We've got beautiful, crunchy, delicious peanuts. We've got oporo crayfish, the big ones. And we've got the small crayfish in 500-gram bags. And then we have the big 1 kg bag. And also the big 1 kg bag in of the oporo crayfish. So send us a DM, guys. We do free delivery on orders over £100. Standard delivery is $4.99. Send your orders through Tammy's African Food Stall. Follow us on Instagram, like, comment. Thank you so much.
So please follow Tammy's African Food Store on Instagram. Their ingredients are sourced directly from Nigeria. They are very, very fresh. You know, the taste of your food starts from the ingredients that you use. So please, let's put the money in our communities. And Tammy is one of us. So let's support her and patronize her for our all Nigerian food items delivered straight to your door in the UK. Jensu said, another case of DV that I know, the woman was so angry that when the man was watching TV, she smashed the guitar over his head. It broke. So women can get really heated when they hate you. Yes. They can get very vindictive. Yes. They do get that. Very, very, very vindictive. Please give us a thumbs up, guys. We are talking about how a few percentage men do suffer as well, but not as many as women. We know that. So if you want to join the conversation, oh, there's somebody in the studio. Ola is in the studio. Yeah, please quickly jump in because I'm about to end it. It's not going to be a long one. Yeah, so jump in the studio and give us your thoughts on this matter. We are increasingly seeing a lot of men that are lying. Do they say goat meat? Diplomat. You can DM them and find out. Yeah, I'll put the number on the screen. Just DM them and find out if they say goat meat. I don't know if they sell goat meat though. I don't think they sell meat. It's the ingredients they sell, but you can find out. Okay, Ola, hi, welcome. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you. May I could give my own sense to help say I also hear na woman program. Me na no verse if I say the truth too. I take up beg with that, but I go talk the truth.
It not be woman program, but Ola. It not be woman program. Okay. How it be woman program?
No say I the fear now because may I just say the truth. Me go blame our men too well.
They always call. Which day you start to the fear? No. They always call us to say they fear.
Yeah, because I think I talk the truth that because you see, Master, Nigerian women, they only marry for love. They only like love. I don't know if I come to show say pocket.
Some, not be all. No, you like to generalize, not be all. Say some.
Okay, but I say some. Some of them, notoriously, they're not there for love.
Yeah.
You understand me? And the man, when they come, if they use one kind of distance eye, go carry person for Nigeria. Possibility poverty, possibility where they coming down, but that woman already get planned. If family don't already tell say, do your thing, no, since with the suffer now. Some of them, once even if you born for them, you don't get love for the guy. And once men do they sense that thing, it affect them. Because some of them don't know what to do, because kid already there inside.
We know they hear you, brother.
I say some of them, once man do they sense say a woman don't love him, the man go there confused. Because he don't invest for that place. Picking day inside, different day inside. Then the more can they think for head, what he won't do now. But the women, when no say not love the guy, now that property they can't take. Now don't be proud, don't say anything. That house. I get somebody when deal with your husband like that for America. Don't man they lonely right now, they cry. If they cry, say the man will even go marry on that woman. Normally the house won't even carry. You understand him? My friend in London there, he carry woman come from Nigeria. He carry come. 4 children. The woman wake up one day say, I use you, but these are your children. The woman go carry Igbo boyfriend come from Nigeria. Make men they know they marry them. You fit date them for 6 months, so pikin come go do DNA. Just date them. They say, baby, we're going to get married. Plus, say God will give you sign. When God give you that sign, if you go marry him. But no sign. When they marry again. Different women there UK. Why Nigeria self? Caribbean not there. Oyibo not there. Marry the one black say he will know you. Also my style.
Okay. Thank you, brother Ola.
Thank you
The
very
same
much.
I know they marry for Nigeria. What about the ones where they marry for within abroad when the marriage still scatter when they come they fight? You know talk go that side though.
That to see abroad, the woman would already there abroad when you meet before you go follow you self. You don't get used to the system there. At least he go like you. At least say not be your money because you know say higher highest what you go when say never say. He don't already there to your system.
But,
That's what
but if you some people marry from abroad and the marriage still no work. Now wait till they talk, but that not be one star.
That was day too. But you see, this will be say our men they can't suffer. Go bring person come from one place because they dress you up, it make you one a good soup, come for table for you. You can't say, oh, I go marry this girl. Can't not say that. That way they suffer right now. You know, London itself, they not even they buy themselves like America one. You understand me? If you don't love somebody, if you don't love somebody, if you breathe, you not go like him. If you pass yourself, you know, after you don't get what you they look for finish. If the person even breathe past you, you not go even like him because he go they irritate you. You understand me? And some of them go say, I go leave and won't carry this house. You know, that's what the thing be now. If not be Nigeria, you know more say you marry Nigeria woman. Woman are woman. Our place now what they call fresh blood. Fresh blood don't be said as supposed to be Nigeria woman. Or you both there, Chinese there. Anyone will give you happiness will know you. Not the one person say, go and tell say, mama, they sick for Nigeria, or baby, I won't do my head now, or they can't give you quote when they Nigeria. Where did they breed that nonsense now? Carry no blood say, now go they flow together. Go work out for park, go movie, go anything, go enjoy yourself. They hear different assets. Not be those that can't work say good morning. Nonsense. You know, our men go finish for London, though. You know, sorry, who they go.
What you make them finish? They go finish.
They go finish now. Waiting they happen to them right now. They don't, you know, they don't come in men again now. You understand me? You can't see man not go be man. It go be like
for London.
Salama
go again for London. You said I not be men again for London. Our men not be men again for London.
They not be men again for London. Salama don't they come out of their mouth.
That one serious so.
I tell you, they don't be men again. Salama don't they come out for their mouth there. They don't get saying again. When man not get saying
again. Only London.
Waiting with this here now, see now be say London almost won't be like Sodom and Gomorrah, whereby the men are being continuously for their head. If they goosey soup, they shag them. Put a goosey soup down. Go chop chicken curry or curry soup, or go chop some salad and walnut and this thing inside, blackberries. If now to you, it must have to be a goosey soup. Forget a goosey soup. A goosey soup not good for you. Enter salad, enter mashed potatoes with bacon.
There's someone I know they chop egusi soup again.
That's so I don't go lie to you because the tough now. Our guys don't turn to something and finish. And they watch for that the woman they beat her. And the guy says, stop it, sure. Wow, forget the goosey soup. Go follow on that thing.
But I last say make una forget egusi soup. All you Nigerian men, me say make una leave egusi soup alone. No, make una dey chop salad. Chop salad. Thank you, brother Ola.
Thank you very
do
much.
Well, Okay. Okay, we have the we have the people representing London in the studio. Sisi,
No,
yeah.
UK. When are you coming? You've left me
Coming to
behind.
where am I coming? Coming
You've
to where?
left me behind. When are you coming? I'm coming to
When I'm
collect
in the-
you.
Have you seen my outfit for today? Which are coming?
I've blocked all of your Instagram
I'm
stories.
enjoying my life. You put the code.
I've blocked your stories. I'm upset. Do you know how cold
You
it is
don't want
today?
to see-
It's -1, Auntie B. As I'm talking to you now, I'm in bed with my onesie, fluffy socks, and I'm wearing a gown and my heater is on and I'm still cold. Is that fair?
And you want me to
I don't
come
I
back?
don't want
You want me to
I
come
don't
back
want
to
to see
that
any of your I don't want to see any of your pictures.
Yeah, one of my enjoyment pictures. Don't be jealous, baby. Don't be jealous.
I'm happy for you. You deserve it. If anyone deserves it, it's my Auntie B. Please, maximum
When I tell you
enjoyment
people
from me.
that Nigeria is the place to be during winter, you people don't believe me.
I
Now you
swear,
know.
I'm coming. Next year, me and you were there. But anyways, how are you? How's Nigeria treating you? 2
Nigeria is
days. You're sounding
good.
fresh. You're sounding fresh already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should see the seafood okra. The seafood okra I had today, this afternoon. Oh my God. The prawns, the gigantic prawn is so let me not make you jealous. Let me not make you jealous. While
Don't
I'm
make me
wearing my
jealous.
Ankara and looking good with my sunglasses, the sun is shining down on me and I'm
Oh, by the
sweating.
time, should we block Auntie B for this holiday? She will oppress us. Everybody
Guess what?
block her everywhere.
I'm meeting JR tomorrow for breakfast. Yeah,
Oh,
he's here.
amazing.
And he's
Say
telling me
hi
that
to him.
we should upload the breakfast food pics in the morning. That's what we're going to do. You know, we're seeing tomorrow morning, right? Okay, yeah.
We'll need to block JR as well. We're blocking him on this platform.
Cynthia, you're not invited to this breakfast. It's
Oh.
hot at 7 a.m. It's already hot in Nigeria at 7 a.m.
Oh, I'm jealous. Let me look for
You
tickets.
see why JR is in Nigeria? He left
Let me
America
go
to be in
look for
Nigeria for a
tickets.
reason. You
I'm
better
looking
come
for
to
tickets.
Nigeria is fun. I'm having the time of my life. Let's come
When
back
are
to
you
the
back?
topic, Daddy.
When are you back? I'm
where?
picking you up from the
Back
airport.
to
When are you
where?
back?
To where?
We're waiting
So
for
I
you
should
at
leave this.
Heathrow Airport. You know, I'm next door.
I
I'm
should
coming
leave
to
this
pick you up.
enjoyment. I come back to coach. No, thank you. I've relocated.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm not coming back.
Enjoy. This topic. I only wanted to jump on just because I wanted to speak to you. That's all. I'm missing you. But aside from that,
That's so sweet. That's so sweet.
aside from that, my 2 pence. You know what? Getting married in this. I follow this lady. She's a family lawyer. She's on, I think it's something legal, something on Instagram, and she breaks down a lot of these problems, like, you know, specifically for the UK when people are separating. And I just say one thing: unfortunately, if you get married here, or you have a cohabitation or common law partner, whatever, the odds for you as a man is very, very bad. So my advice is, you're going to get married. Before you get married, start off on a foundation with each other that is already good. Be friends, right? A lot of people are married, they don't like each other. So I feel like that's why when they have these problems, like they go through divorce, it becomes something else. because everybody is just trying to take their pound of flesh, right? But if you marry somebody that is kind from the
Yeah.
offset, I feel like
Yeah.
even if you go through divorce, it will not
Yeah.
be this kind of like this dial pat, this kind of like really tumultuous. Everybody wants to get what they want to get. They don't care about the repercussions. They don't care about everybody's feelings. So I just feel like if you're getting married, make sure you marry the person on a good foundation. They should be
Yeah.
kind. They should be loving.
Mm-hmm.
They should be your
Mm-hmm.
friend. Because I've seen
Mm-hmm.
people who have got divorced and
Mm-hmm.
they have separated amicably because at the basis they go back and remember, you know what, this person at the core of everything, they're still a good person. I
And
don't
you
want
have
to
children
ruin
together.
them.
How
And
can you hate
and
someone
you
you
have
have
children
children with so
together.
much? How can people hate so much? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I don't understand it. That's the truth. So just
Mm.
be mindful of the person that you decide to share your life with, because today it can be good, but tomorrow are they going to be the same person that you married even in the bad times? So if you have that in mind as a man specifically, because men are the ones that will suffer more if you separate and all these things, because the women, as long as you've got kids together, the law will still say, okay, the woman can stay in the house until the kids are 18, then you can sell the house. Are you going to wait until their kids are 18 if they're still little babies and you want to start your life? It's going to be really difficult as a man. So your foundation has to be solid from the beginning. That way, I think that's the only covering that you will have as a man, that at least the lady
Yeah.
will take pity on you and will not
Yeah.
be so harsh with the outcome of all
Yeah.
these things. Other than
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
legally, it's a
Yeah.
lose-lose for a man, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
is. It
that's it.
is. It is. It is. It's so sad. It's so sad. I mean, it's also very heartbreaking to see that someone that you shared your life with at some point that you loved one another can want to destroy you to this point. I mean, even if a marriage doesn't work, you don't need to destroy the other person. Why?
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't know.
I've
I
never
don't know.
understood that. I've never understood
Yeah.
that, because at the end of the day, you loved each other, you got kids together. Whatever your assets are, even if you take them all apart, it's the kids that suffer at the end of the day,
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
that's the
Yeah.
problem. So that's my only thing. Other than that, what other advice is there? In this country, we don't
Yeah.
do prenup, so it's not even like you can secure your assets and put them in trust and all these things. Once you're married, everything is 50-50. And to be, my own personal story with somebody in my life,
Yeah.
in my surroundings, going through the same thing.
Yeah.
The person's never paid a
Yeah.
penny.
No.
They're
A
still
few men
they're
are
still
going
trying
through
to
it.
grab.
Yeah.
Do you
Few men are
understand?
going through it.
So a
Yeah.
lot of men are going through it. It's just
And
unfortunate. So
it's
as a
not just
man,
grabbing what is in the UK. They want to grab what is in Africa, whatever, anywhere they
it's
can grab.
everywhere.
I mean, I
Yeah.
heard do you know this particular story I heard that this woman was trying. So this, you know how Nigerian families, some families are polygamous, right? So, and the father left a house, he left a property, but he shared it for them in rooms. This woman went to court
Room.
and told the judge that that he has a house in Nigeria, but he was only allocated a room in the house because
And
the
she
man
wants to
has
sell
many
it.
children. And he said no. He said he wants a part of that as well. She said she wanted a part of that room.
Actually, the same situation that I'm talking about, the person went and said they have house in Nigeria, and the court said the house was acquired when they were married. So yes, they have to sell the house in Nigeria, and she has to have some of the proceeds. That was the ruling here.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just crazy. It's just crazy.
Do you
There's
think
nothing.
that the
I don't know.
ruling usually favors women more in the UK, especially more than men? Cece.
Yeah, I do. 100% it does. I think it's mainly because I was listening to something and it was saying that when that law was put in place, it was at a time when economically women were not able to work, women were not able to be
They
like
didn't have anything.
providers,
Yeah,
and they didn't have anything. So that
yeah,
that law was there to cover them, especially when you have children and you're married. But I feel like as time
yeah,
has gone on, they need to revisit and change that law, or at least update it to the current situation now.
yeah,
Women are
yeah. Because
working, a lot of women earn their own money. They don't need that covering
yeah,
of, apart from the children, fine. But I feel like it's unfair if somebody has worked hard and the woman has not contributed, that it should be split 50-50. I think still an archaic kind of mindset, but that's the way that the legislation is currently, and it's because it was set hundreds of
yeah,
years ago. So yeah.
yeah.
So as
And
a man, be
unfortunately,
careful.
some of our sisters are taking advantage of it now to get
Absolutely.
their
Yes,
way.
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
are
are.
taking
And the
advantage.
law is on their
A few
side.
of us, not a lot, but a few of them are taking advantage of that law to secure themselves financially. But like I said, everything about life is not about money. You may think you've won, but you don't know tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen. Remember the story I shared with you about, the person that had a stroke after all this
Yeah.
fighting and bickering and going to court and everything. So we need to be
And my thing
careful.
is, a lot of people who do all this snatching. It's like you do all this snatching, but you don't even have the ability to maintain that property once you acquire it. For example, in the UK,
Oh,
right?
Sissy,
If
don't
you
let me
acquire
start.
the,
I know this story.
if you,
This
do you understand?
one
If you
that I
acquire the
know,
property, sorry, go on.
she left the house to go to the dogs. She fought so hard for this house. It's not today this story we'll be hearing them. This is somebody that I know. And years later, like 10 years later, the house has completely, even if they want to sell the house now, it will not sell because it's so
But what was the
bad.
point?
She,
So what was the
yeah,
point? She wanted to
she
win at all costs, but then nothing.
No, yeah, she got the house. She got the house. Then all her children turned against her later when they found out what happened, that she's lied to the police and everything, got the husband locked up on Christmas Day and, so many times.
Wow.
And then she couldn't maintain the property. The thing fell apart. Completely fell apart. How people, you think it's easy? Maintaining a property is money. You need a lot of money. In the abroad, it's
And
not here that you can
and
call people.
yeah, and in the board specifically, like here, you need to, even if
Everything.
you separate the house, if you don't have the ability, if you don't have the salary that will allow you to get the mortgage for that property, what are you going to do with it? You have this £1 million house, but if your salary is 20,000, no bank is going to give you a mortgage for that house. So how are you going to maintain it? Yeah, you can sell it, but if you've never been able to make money during that time that you've been married, acquire your own things, you don't have that mindset of working hard, acquiring things for yourself. Even if they give you £1 million in your account today, by the end of the year, that money will be finished. So it doesn't make sense to me. A lot of these people that are out there snatching all these things is because they're just greedy and they don't know the hard work and sacrifice that goes into it. They think it's just, I'll acquire this thing and I'll look after it, and they're unable to. So good luck to them if they're that type of people, But it's crazy. It's crazy. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Enjoy, Auntie B. Enjoy meeting Jay Arson. I love to him as well.
For my vlog tomorrow. I'll be sending you some sunshine, sweetie. I love you, so I have to send you some of the sunshine.
Please.
I will send you some sunshine to keep you warm.
First thing in the morning to defrost me in the morning. Thank you.
Defrost
Love
the
you.
cold around you. Yes, my love. Thank you.
Love you, Auntie B. Enjoy.
Yeah, thanks for love. I love you too. Bye, sis. See, Annie, babe, happy belated birthday, my love. How are you?
Hello, Auntie B. Hello, everybody.
It was Annie Babe's birthday a few days ago. Please help me wish her a happy birthday. Help me celebrate this amazing sister, friend, and daughter of ours.
Thank you very much, Auntie B. I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you, everybody.
Do you know what happened? Let me confess something. I need to tell you something. So, because I came to Nigeria and I totally, you know how it is, my flight, I had delays and everything. By the time I got here, I was so tired and, hit the ground running, trying to get one or two things started. Completely forgot. Brother Patrick sent me a message on WhatsApp and said, Auntie B, today is Honey Babe's birthday. Remember what Honey Babe said? Yes. Honey Babe said last year that apart from her mom, nobody wished her happy birthday. Call Honey Babe. I said, Brother Patrick, God will bless you.
Thank you very much.
So now I put it in my calendar. Every year I'll remember.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it.
Honey Babe, she's our sister. We love her. Wish her happy birthday. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
So I've confessed. Brother Patrick is amazing.
Thank you, Brother Patrick. I'm actually shocked that he remembered, actually. Thank you so much,
Brother Patrick. Yeah, he remembered me. Because I would not remember because I was traveling. So, I
can understand. Yeah, you're busy, stuff going on. It's fine. I actually was quite surprised when I realized you sent me a message. But thank you so much. Thank you, Cece. Thank you, everybody, everybody that wished me birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. How is Nigeria?
Oh, Nigeria is fun. I'm
I'm so
having a good. I'm having
envious.
a ball.
I'm so envious. Like CC said, it's freezing. I've got my heating on. I have to take my son to school tomorrow, and I'm going to have to scrape my car because it's going to be very icy. So I wish we could
You know
swap.
what? If I don't have to come back to the UK till March next year, I don't mind.
Wow. Wow, you're
No, I
really
don't.
enjoying it.
I don't.
I'm
No,
very
I am
envious.
enjoying. I'm not even gonna lie.
Please
I'm not
post
lying.
the breakfast thing with you and JR, please, so that we can at least be envious. Please.
I'm gonna post it. Yeah, I will post it. He's taking me to one. You know, Jaya is a Lagos boy. He knows all the. He knows all the. If
Okay.
you want to enjoy Lagos, go
You
with
will
a
enjoy
Lagos shine.
well.
Jesus, they know everywhere. They
You
know
know now.
everywhere. So we're going to this very nice place tomorrow to breakfast. So you see the pictures. We're gonna post
Yes, we'll look
them.
for it. Enjoy you.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
yeah,
Back to the topic. I totally agree with what Cece said that there is this kind of bias, especially in the courts towards the whole, the woman. But at the same time, I've been in court and I've had a situation where my ex at first thought he was being clever by trying to take the house that I bought before we got married. And I have another friend of mine I speak to her where the husband was pressuring her to sell, and she has two girls that is 8 and 9, and it got to a stage where she had to buy him out. So I do believe there is a bias, but at the same time, I think I'm of the opinion that it's not necessarily a woman thing or a man thing. I think it's the individual. When someone is so toxic because of the fact that marriage has ended, whether you're a man and a woman, you want to now do revenge, whether it's to go to court to fight for custody or whether it's to go to court for fight for property. I think it's no respect of gender. I think it's just how that person is. I do believe I agree with what Cece said. If you have that foundation of friendship, and I'm going to be honest that in terms of my ex-husband, we didn't start off from friendship, and that's probably why everything kind of scattered. But I believe when you come from a foundation of friendship, even when there's ups and downs, and even if you, at the end of the day, do not end up together and you end up divorcing, you would have that foundation because that is someone you married, that is someone that you was in love with in the beginning, and that is someone that you may have kids with. So I'm of the opinion, why would you be enemies? You have common ground with the fact that you have kids together. I really don't understand this idea of that by fire, by force, you want to revenge someone because a marriage has ended. So I think
yeah.
we really need to look past our emotions. I'm saying that in hindsight because I was very much caught in my emotions when I went through divorce, and it's wasted energy. Because at the end of the day, I'm still having to have dialogue with my ex-husband because we have a child together. So I think
Yeah.
people need to understand and realize that that marriage is not easy, but I think we shouldn't, when it ends, we should try and stop the toxicity and try to focus on moving on. I know it's not easy when you end a relationship, you have to grieve. But I think focusing on revenge, I show you, shake all that nonsense. It's not worth it at the end of the day, especially when you're connected with children. So I think people really need to think about it and acquiring, and as Cece said, taking someone's house to show that you're that, I'm going to deal with my ex-husband and take all his assets, his pension. At the it's not worth it. At the end of the day, you have a house you can't even maintain, as you mentioned in the example you mentioned. You can't take it with you
Yeah.
when you are unalive. You can't take all this stuff with you. You can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think people should not be focused on assets and property and focused on the bigger picture, which is like, if a relationship ends, move on with your life and just, do whatever you need to do to have closure.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Absolutely.
That's all I
Thank you
wanted
so
to say.
much.
Thank you very much. Enjoy,
Thank you.
Auntie Bay. Bye.
I will. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Thanks for
Take care.
calling.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Thank you. Oh, Aribe, before you leave, they said that London women don't love. That's what Ola said. I'm
That's what
surprised.
okay. The thing is, yeah,
Sissy didn't even
I actually
address it.
remembered.
I'm sure she's too
I
cold.
actually called.
Sissy is
They
too
actually-
cold. Sorry.
What did you say, Auntie B?
I said Sissy was too cold to her. She's feeling too cold to address it because I'm sure she
I
heard
will
when he
address
said.
it. Sorry, Auntie B. I will address it because the thing is, yeah, I don't know for anybody, but I believe that any woman has been in love. And like I said, the assumption is that your life partner would be someone that you would love with all of your heart. I'm a true romantic. People may think I'm a cynic, but I'm a romantic. I would not marry, I wouldn't necessarily want to be with someone that I'm not in love with. So to have this idea and generalization that women are intentional and would marry someone for, to gain something. There are some women, I don't do gender wars. There's always going to be some men and some women that are not transparent, and they are intentional in terms of the way they move in terms of relationships. But I believe that, and I assume anyone in the comment section will say that most women, when they're with their partner or they want to get married, it's because of love. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not naive enough to believe that everyone is like me, but I believe that most women, we're not that intentional. We are emotional beings. We are not that calculating that it's all about the gram. So I think I disagree with what he's saying. And I think it's very easy to generalize. And I thought on this platform, we've learned and educated ourselves not to generalize.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for addressing that.
Thank
I
you.
needed to just break down. Thank you so much, my darling. I will
Thank
see you very soon. Speak soon. Thank you, love. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Have you enjoyed the show? Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe. December is around the corner. This is why I ran to Nigeria. You people are not subscribing, you see. You're not subscribing. Why will I not run to Nigeria? But because I'm such a good person, I'm still streaming from Nigeria. So go ahead and subscribe, share the video. And yeah, let's get to 100,000 subscribers.
Hey guys, it's your girl Auntie B here. Hey guys. Hey guys, it's your girl Auntie B here. Are you enjoying this show? Are you gaining some value from it? Have you subscribed? Have you liked this video? Or you're just one of those people that come to watch and walk away? YouTube subscription is absolutely 100% free. Do remember to subscribe. Do remember to share this video, and also give us a thumbs up and share it on all your social media handles. Share it on your WhatsApp groups. Send it to your friends, your loved ones in Nigeria. And if you want to support our work by donating to the channel, we have the details of our PayPal and our accounts here. Please use them, and remember, God loves a generous giver. Support our work, show us appreciation. The year is coming to an end. Say, Auntie B, this is for your Christmas present. Just send us a donation today. And I really appreciate all my lovers and my friends out there. Thank you. Ajoshewa Onibaje.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will be streaming. I'll do my best to stream, but look out for the vlogs, okay? I have a lot to show you. You know, I'm an enjoyment minister, and I will not leave you behind. Yeah, I will share with you. So look out for the videos as well. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will be locked in on all the pictures and everything that I'm doing to make sure that I soak in all the vitamin D. And if you're in the abroad and cold is catching you, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I just want you to think about retirement. Babe, are you sure you want to retire in the abroad? Think it, it is well. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight. Sorry, I started late. I was just trying to set up my little thing here. I didn't know I would be able to do it. Yeah, but thank God we did it. I think I see a comment. There's somebody saying that her ex told her that she's a meal on the table. Mr. Babso said, my ex told me I'm just a meal on the table for her. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Laddie's Corner said, all men are not the same. All women are not the same. So when the cookie crumbles, everyone reacts differently. That's absolutely correct. I agree with that completely. It's not a gender thing. It's just an individual thing. People will do whatever they need to do. Yes, thank you, Sissy. I'll post on TikTok. I will post on TikTok. Thanks for reminding me. Actually, I'm going to post on TikTok tonight before going to bed. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. I love you guys, and I shall see you soon. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram, Obodoyibo TV on all platforms. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye-bye. Just to say, Auntie B, bring banga soup. You want banga soup? Okay. Oh. No worry, place your order for whatever you want from Nigeria, but you might get it in 2025. Whoa. All right. Thanks, everybody. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good evening. Bye, guys.